Good afternoon, YouTube fam. So I am out here in the greenhouse and I am on a mission today. So last night I came out here after work and I checked my plants because it's what I do. I'm constantly checking my plants. And I found an infestation. I don't know what they are. They kind of look like earwigs. But either way, as you can see by looking at my Swiss yard here, something's eating my stuff. And I don't appreciate that because I want to be the one eating my stuff. So today I want to show you how we're going to take care of this problem. I got this stuff right here. It is called diatomaceous earth. It is food grade. You can literally eat this stuff. A lot of people use it in their chicken feed to keep it from clumping. But today we are going to be using it to kill some bugs. So what you want to do, first of all, is you want to make sure you're gloved. You also want to make sure you're wearing a mask because you do not want to breathe this stuff in. It is fossilized shell. So essentially you'd be breathing in what is very similar to glass shards. That is why it kills bugs. So what we're going to do is, I don't want to hurt my bees. I'm not about bee hurting. Because we are just going to sprinkle it, I'm sorry if you can't see, around my plants. There's also a pretty big hole here that I found yesterday that bugs were coming out of. So we're just going to sprinkle it around our plants. Bugs are a part of life. They can live in my garden. I don't mind that. It's when they start eating my plants that I mind it. Alright, so we're going to do the same over here. Not very easy to do with one hand, but just at the base of my plants. This is actually kohlrabi. That is not looking like kohlrabi. So, as you can see, I'm putting a pretty good layer. Where this is in the greenhouse, it should last a all right amount of time until I water next. I'm probably not going to water tonight because I want some action. Want this to do its job and get rid of whatever's living in here. I mean, it's a good thing to know you have bugs in your garden because it means that you have an ecosystem and that means your soil is good. But it's not good when they're eating your plants. Just going to throw some over here in the empty bed. This was $8, by the way, at Walmart in the garden section. A lot of people use it for pest control, but like I said, it's also an anti-clumping agent for animal food. Multi-purpose for $8. We don't have any chickens yet. I'm hoping someday soon. We actually live with Chris's parents, and they're the ones that are not too big of fans of chickens. We're working on them. Obviously, you want to make sure you really rinse your food off good if you don't want any of this on it. Frogfoot Holler has a really good method of washing his greens, especially. Collard greens was the video I watched. He is very thorough, a lot more thorough than I am. We typically just throw our veggies right into a sink of salt water, and then we give them a good rinse. Frogfoot Holler, on the other hand, he rinses a lot. There ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with not wanting bugs on your food. Alright, so I'm kind of just trying to get it everywhere at this point, because I want to get some bug killing action going. I had a terrible time with ants last year in here. When me and Chris redid the back wall down here, we had plastic, and when we pulled it back to fill in the gaps, we found a lovely colony of carpenter ants. As you can see, there's one right there. And I do not want them in here this year. Ants really do not do harm to your garden. But, on the other hand, they carry aphids to your plants because they eat the secretions that the aphids put out when they're chewing on your leaves. It's nice and sweet for the ants. They love it. And I think we all know how fun aphids are. If you've ever gardened for any length of time, they're not really a friend. Well, as you can see, that guy just dropped right off the wall. They do not like the diatomaceous earth. Bonus. So, this is what I'll be doing for a few minutes. Chris is out back building his aunt, who lives right across the street, a raised bed using a pretty unique method. So when he gets a little further along, I will give you a video of what he's up to. Alright, well, I'm going to keep working here, and I do not want to get this stuff on the camera, so peace, love, and happiness, y'all.